Why I like to teach only mature souls now. Hello, my dears. Before I begin, I need you to say this. I share my stories to be honest, no to blame anyone, no to divide people. I come from a mixed family, from a mixed city, and I believe deeply in our shared humanity. What I speak about is lived experience. Nothing more, nothing less. These are my personal experiences as they happen to me. They are not meant to represent anyone else. So, here we go. That is a kind of silence that speaks louder than words. It's the silence you feel when you walk into a room and every eye opens wide. Not with respect, but with surprise. For many years, I taught in schools where my presence as a black woman teacher felt unexpected. Not because I wasn't prepared. I had degrees, experience, passion. But they did not expect someone who looked like me to be in charge. I heard things like, you are black, but your hair isn't like theirs. Or whispered behind my back, oh, the African teacher. I never corrected them out, not because I agreed, but because I knew my safety depended on my silence. And it wasn't not only the students. Parents used the stare, they used hesitate, they would question my authority, not directly, but in their looks, in their tone, in the way they said, oh, you are a teacher? Some women, simple women from the community, and even some black women, look at me with disgust, as if my presence threatened their fragile place in that space. But then I found the night classes. There, the students were older, 50, 60, even 70. They saw me not as a symbol, not as a stereotype, but as a human being, as a teacher. Yeah, some were surprised at first, but after a few minutes, they asked about the lesson, they respect my knowledge, and they moved on. Why? Because maturity teaches humility. Life will teach us that wisdom has many faces, and age often softens prejudice if people allow it to. That's why my work now is for mature souls. Not because they are perfect, not because they are willing to see me and themselves more clearly. If you have ever been the only one in a room, if you have ever smiled while carrying around, know this: you do not owe your presence to spaces that treat your existence as a problem. Choose the rooms where you are seen, not as a symbol, not as a talking, but as a teacher, as a woman, as yourself. Thank you for listening with an open heart. Grandmaon, kisses in your heart.